Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Advice to Think Twice. My name is Monica and I'm here with your October 2016 General Tarot Forecast. And this is for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. As always, keep in mind that these are general readings, so they're not going to apply to everybody watching or not in the same way. You can watch your Moon and Rising sign readings for additional messages, or of course get a private reading specific to you and what you're going through, and the link to my website is in the description box below. But for the time being, try to use your intuition and take away the messages that make sense to you, that resonate with you in this general reading. Okay, so let's have a look at what is going on for you, Leos. It looks like a month of change for the better, overcoming difficulty, overcoming pain, okay, and getting back to better times. Let's just go through the cards, okay, see what we get. So at the bottom of the deck, representing your overall energy for the month, is the King of Wands. And so this represents you, okay, because this is Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. For some of you, this definitely represents you. I'm getting taking control, taking charge, starting to make decisions, starting to make different decisions about your life. This is, for those of you, this is representing focusing on your business, focusing on your creative projects this month with the King of Wands. This could also represent focusing on another fire sign for some of you, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You know, for better or for worse, that person may be your focus for the month. The King of Wands is also someone who follows their dreams, invests in their dreams. So for some of you, I feel like you could be starting something this month, or you're walking away from something this month and starting getting yourself in a better situation, more in line with your dreams is what I'm hearing, with your dreams and your happiness. And the King of Wands can also represent traveling, maybe going to foreign places this month, or reconnecting with people you haven't seen in a really long time, or people coming to visit you from afar, or you going to different places to visit people, is what I'm getting. And also maybe traveling for business as well is what I'm picking up on. But this also says that you should be in your element this month. So be the Leo that you are, be the proud, beautiful person, confident person that you are, and start making the decisions and the changes that you need to make in order to see improvement in your life, in order for you to be happy and content with the way things are going for you, okay? In your present situation, we have the Two of Wands, and so with the Two of Wands, this represents a choice for you to make, okay? You're looking at a choice when you are watching this video, okay? That's your present situation, and so you're looking at a choice. You have to make a choice, and it is between the way things have been and a new option, a different way for things to be. Basically, do you stay where you are, or do you go a different direction? Do you stay in the relationship you're in, or do you free yourself from that? Do you stay where you are, or do you move? Do you stay where you are, or do you leave that job? Do you go for a promotion? Do you go for a bonus, or don't you? Okay, it's a decision you have to make. For some of you, though, it does involve travel with the World card here, or definitely allowing things to come full circle. So it's allowing something to be over so that you can start something new, okay? This is the way things used to be and the way they have been, and that's done and dusted, okay? There's nothing we can do about that. We can't change that, so it represents the past. And this is the opportunity that we are being presented with at this time, that we can create for ourselves, okay, by creating change. And so I feel like that's something you may be looking at. Some of you, when you are watching the video, because that's your present situation, it is crossed by the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles is your help or your hindrance with this. I feel that the decision you are having to make comes from feeling alone, or feeling alone within an existing relationship, feeling a sense of lack. So emotional detachment, okay, a lack of an emotional bond, or lack of finances, lack of resources of all kind. And so I feel like this is what you need to change, and that's your challenge. Your challenge is turning around and seeing the actually you have the ability to change that. You have the resources to change your situation if you're not happy with it. Because that's what the Five of Pentacles represents. It represents that we are experiencing or perceiving a lack in our lives. Whether it's lack of finances, lack of resources, or lack of support from other people. However, if we just opened our eyes and turned around, there's a lot of support right there, right behind us, that we don't have to do anything for except ask for it, okay? And so that's your challenge for the month. I feel like that's why you are looking at this decision, because things have not been good for you, okay? You haven't been feeling like yourself, I'm getting. You haven't been feeling happy or confident or abundant or supported. And so I feel like that's what you may need to change, okay? And so perhaps that's what the decision is for some of you. This could also represent, of course, being in a situation where you're not being paid for your work, and so you're thinking about looking for different work. A relationship where you're not receiving, you're just giving, or things are just being taken from you, and so that needs to change. There's no balance there. And so that's the kind of thing I'm picking up on that you may be thinking about. In the foundation, so why things are the way they are, we have the Page of Wands. Now the Page of Wands is good. It represents opportunity, invitation, good news when it comes to work. So this could have been an opportunity for a new job that you have received. This would be from a different place than where you are, or from a foreign company, or from a company that is in a different city or a different country than where you are. It would require you to travel more, or to be away from home more, or to move altogether. And so that's why you're looking at that decision, okay? For others, this could be online communication coming to you from a friend, showing their support, and maybe you're looking at, am I really happy with the way things are going, or do I want to focus more on this kind of people in my life who are there for me, who have my back, and kind of separate myself from toxic people. This could also be a romantic interest extending communication to you. This would be online communication with the Page of Wands. And just checking in. I feel like just checking how you're doing, or just trying to get to know you, or reconnect with you is what I'm picking up on, because I feel like this is someone you may already know. It could be someone completely new for some of you, but for others of you, I feel like this is someone you already know. Potentially a fire sign, so another fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and I feel like they're extending communication to you, and you kind of have to decide what you do with that. Or they're extending an invitation or an opportunity to you, and you have to decide what you want to do with that. In the past, we have the Nine of Cups. And so with the Nine of Cups, this is, it shows up as a wish card, so something that we got our wish with. And what I'm picking up on is, yes, I got my wish, but it turns out it's not what I thought it would be. And so it's almost like you got your wish, but it's not what you hoped. And so it left you in a situation where you were feeling discontent. The Nine of Cups can also represent overindulging. So it can represent just going with the flow, not thinking about it, just enjoying the moment every day, and not realizing that, maybe you're not heading in the right direction, or maybe this is not actually what makes you happy. So it just represents kind of not thinking about things really, and just enjoying yourself, and just indulging. And so maybe that's what some of you may have been doing. In your crowning thoughts, we have the Ten of Swords. So with the Ten of Swords, this is definitely an ending that is trying to happen, or an ending that you're thinking about, definitely. The Ten of Swords represents a difficult end to a really difficult situation. So I am getting that this is in a romantic sense for some of you, where especially if you have been partnered up with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, and this can be their sun sign, their moon sign, or their rising sign, and there has been betrayal there. There have been hurtful words and unkind gestures from them towards you, bitterness, arguments, control, perhaps an abusive relationship, okay, unfortunately for some of you, verbal abuse, emotional abuse, hopefully not physical abuse, but it could be. And so you have really had enough. You know that you deserve better, and you have to make something happen. You have to make a change happen, okay, with the Ten of Swords. You're at the end of your rope with this. There's nothing else that you can do. There's nothing else that you can try to improve the situation. It's not going to change. You're feeling like you're done. You're over this. You want to be free from this. and it's really weighing heavily on you. And what I'm picking up on is the more you dwell on it, the heavier the energy gets and the more complicated it becomes. I feel like if your intuition is telling you, if you know you are ready to move on, just move on. Just act. Take action. No more holding back. No more excuses. No more procrastinating. You have to put yourself first. You deserve to be happy, or at least healthy and safe. Okay, so really think about what that is. In a work sense, this could absolutely be a partnership at work, a job where people have been stabbing you in the back, people have been taking credit for your work, people have been gossiping about you, and sorry about that, and trying to take away from you, okay, or even trying to marginalize you or stuff like that. It's a negative environment, and you really are ready to move on from it. And I feel that you will, because mid-month you have the Death card. So the Death card represents change and transformation. It also represents letting go of something that does not serve you, letting go of something that is difficult and has been trying to end for a while, and embracing new energy, embracing new opportunities. Okay, so it's a beautiful energy because it brings you freedom, release, and the opportunity for healing and new beginnings that are a lot better for you. Okay, whenever the Death card comes in, it kind of sweeps away what is not serving us and has been over for a really long time anyway, and it brings in better energy, better people, better situations. Okay, because we are no longer fighting it. We are no longer fighting this because we know this is the right move to make. Therefore, that means we open up to change. We open up to new opportunities, okay? And for some of you, this change can come through a Scorpio. Further, this change can come through moving, relocating, changing jobs. Definitely, I feel that if you leave your job, if you feel like, you know what, I've finally had enough, I'm going to leave my job. With the Death card, it represents the fact that you're not going to have to wait long to find another job, okay? I feel like it's gonna be a smooth transition for you from one job to the other. In the position representing you, we have the Knight of Wands. So this is kind of cool because the Knight of Wands represents a house move or a job change, definitely. So this is you right now, and you are taking action, okay, especially in the second half of the month, because the Knights are action, okay? We know what we want, we've thought about it, we've considered it, and now we're acting upon it, which is beautiful, okay? That's exactly what you're supposed to do, because the more you think about it, the more you dwell on it, the more hurtful it becomes, okay? So just something to keep in mind. And so with the Knight of Wands, you're ready for a change, you're ready for something new. This could also represent traveling to a foreign place. It could represent moving away, moving to a foreign place, moving to a different city, moving to a place you've never been before. It definitely represents changing your job and being successful at this. So if you do leave your job, I feel like, once again, you're not going to have to wait long for a new job to come in. Just keep looking, get yourself out there, get your CV out there, keep applying for jobs, and I feel like you're not going to have to wait long. You will have a job, and that job is going to be a lot better for you. I feel with a lot more opportunity for promotion and career advancement is what I'm picking up on with the Knight of Wands for some of you. And you're ready to move on. You're ready to leave the past in the past. In your environment, we have the Page of Pentacles. So this is good because the Page of Pentacles represents job offers. So this is in your environment already. So if you want to start applying for jobs now, that would be a good idea. The Page of Pentacles is, like I say, a job offer. It represents receiving an opportunity to make more money, or receiving an opportunity to start a different financial endeavor, or a different money-making endeavor, or an additional source of income for some of you, if that's what you're looking at. Further, this is good news about property, about homes, about loans or grants or mortgages or anything like that. Contrast, looking at paperwork, so make sure you read everything really carefully before you sign, or ask all the questions you need to ask. And in a romantic sense, it could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, who's around you now, who's in your environment. For some of you, I feel like this person is already in your environment, and for others, I feel like he's coming in, he or she, in the second half of the month. And I feel like they have an opportunity for you, okay? They are extending an offer to you to get to know each other better. I feel like, this is someone who likes to take their time and do things the right way. So it starts with a friendship for some of you if this is the kind of person you're dealing with, okay? And your hopes and fears, we have the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords and your hopes and fears, you're definitely dealing with some heartache right now, with some heartbreaking situations in a romantic sense for some of you, but not necessarily just in a romantic sense. It can be in a work sense as well. This is just talking about feeling hurt, feeling betrayed, feeling stabbed in the back, being lied to, being manipulated, being controlled, and we find out about it, we realize what's going on, and so we feel very, very heartbroken about it. This is also feeling like you have to censor yourself, feeling like you have to keep quiet, you can't express yourself, or your opinion doesn't matter because someone else doesn't let you express yourself. And with this being in your hopes and fears, it just represents that you hope to be able to heal from this, okay, with the Three of Swords. For others, you hope to be able to reconnect with someone or to connect with someone who is in a different place than you, because the Three of Swords can also represent some sort of online relationship or at a distance. And you hope to heal from a broken heart, obviously, and you're a bit fearful because you've been burnt in the past. So whatever new situation is presented to you, I feel like you're a bit fearful and precautious, and that's not a bad thing. Just make sure that you don't hold yourself back for fear of getting hurt again, okay? Sorry about that. Someone does not get the picture, the idea. In your outcome position, so how you end the month, we have the Six of Cups, and the Six of Cups is good, and I clarified it with the Ten of Cups, so this is awesome, okay? So for those of you who are experiencing difficulty in a relationship, this talks about, with the Six of Cups, it can represent someone coming back from the past. It could be a Scorpio person or another water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And again, this can be their sun sign, their moon sign, or their rising sign. And I feel like this person has genuine intentions towards being with you, or starting a family with you. For some of you who are experiencing difficulty in your relationships, I feel like this talks about going back to the good old days, focusing on the family, focusing on the relationship, perhaps talking about a family, starting a family. Maybe this is what, there have been arguments about because one of you was ready for children and the other wasn't. For those of you, this is walking away from a difficult situation or leaving a relationship behind and going back to family, okay? Finding your shelter, your safe place with friends and family, being welcomed back into the family to heal and recharge your batteries. So that's a beautiful thing as well. And the Six of Cups can also represent an old situation, a previous offer, or something from the past. Some company that you've worked for in the past is kind of reaching out to you again. Some people that you used to work with, they're reaching out to you and telling you about an opportunity, and it's almost like the work family is going to be reunited. But you're happily ever after, okay, with the Ten of Cups. That's what you're heading into. That's how you end the month. So whatever you're going through at this time, make sure that you make the right decisions for yourself. Make sure that you take action. You don't hold yourself back. And trust your gut. It's gonna lead you to your happily ever after. Okay, so by the end of the month, you're gonna feel like everything's working out. You're gonna be okay. And let's have a look at your oracle cards in terms of emotional life and love life, advice, career and finances, health and well-being, and overall guidance. So when it comes to career and finances, you have Layla. And she says, spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain a positive perspective. So there's definitely been issues going on that have really affected you. You've taken them to heart. You've taken them personally. It's time for you to spend some time on your own, to be true to yourself, find out or remember what you wanted to do in the first place, why you started to do the things that you were doing in career, what you believe in, what you want to accomplish, okay, and bring back those dreams, okay, with the Six of Cups. Bring back those dreams into the picture. Meditate a little bit as to how you want to go about it, but if you decide that that would be something you want to do, go for it, okay? Don't hold yourself back anymore. They're saying don't rush into anything. Obviously, take time to make your decision. Don't take too long. You're going to know. As soon as you know what your decision is, they're saying act upon it, okay? But take some time. Don't just do things without thinking about them, because you may end up in different situations. Take a little while to think about what you want to do. Meditate a little bit. Remember what your dreams and goals are, and then set out and follow through on that decision that you're making, okay? When it comes to your emotional life and love life, we have religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So for some of you, what I'm getting with this is that you want a divorce, but your religion doesn't really allow it, or it looks down upon it. And so for some of you, that's your struggle, and trying to find a way around that. I do believe that, once again, it depends really what your situation is, but you can either talk to your partner to make sure that you're getting back on the same page, or you can talk to your family and ask them for support, or some sort of like a church group or a prayer group that you're part of. Try to reach out to them for support and clarity as to what you should do. For those of you, I feel that this is talking about your upbringing. So this is talking about what you were raised believing that love is, or what you were raised to think about the ideal partner or the ideal relationship, or about marriage, or about children in general. I feel like that's changing, and that's why you have the Death card here, because I feel that you've tried to follow the traditions that were instilled into you, okay, or upon you, I don't know which one it is, when you were growing up, and they have not been working. You're not happy with the partners that you are attracting, or you're not happy with the partners that you're going for, and you're starting to see that actually different things work for you, okay? Maybe you were brought up to think that a happy life would be, I don't know, I'm just going to give you a silly example, but marrying someone who's rich. You have to marry someone who's rich, and you're going to be happy. And actually, you get to the point where you're with someone who's rich, and you see that, yes, they're rich, but they don't give me love. They give me money, but they don't give me love. You know what I mean? And so then you start to think, maybe I don't want to be with someone who's just rich. You know, that's not what it's about for me. And so I feel like a lot of transformations happening in how you see love, and what you've been going for when it comes to love, and what your focus has been when it comes to love. And because again, it's tying in with the energy of the Nine of Cups that we were picking up on, in terms of you got your wish, and yet it's not what you imagined. So I feel like there's a lot of transformation in how you approach love, or how you view yourself and what you deserve in a relationship. You know, if it's one of those situations where you kind of have to do what your husband says, or you kind of have to always do what's best for the family altogether, and it doesn't matter if you're happy, or stuff like that, you know what I mean? That's really, really changing, and you're starting to change the way you see love, and you're starting to change the way you see what you deserve in a relationship, and what kind of relationship you want, actually. And I feel like that's going to cause some positive change in your love life altogether. When it comes to your health and well-being, we have exercise is key. So keep yourself moving, okay, this month. Dear Archangel Raphael, thank you for motivating me and guiding me to an exercise program that fits my schedule, interests, and budget. So this says there's a way. There is something you can do that works for you. The key is just to keep yourself moving, to exercise. What happens when we do that is the energy flows. Okay, we're not sitting still, and so the energy is not stalling. Okay, obviously it's not going to happen overnight, but they're saying by keeping yourself moving and keeping the energy flow going, even if it's just in your physical body, eventually it will change your spiritual body as well, your experience, your energy that surrounds you as well, and it will start to get that moving. It will start to change that as well, okay? And you start to see changes, you start to see progress, you start to see things improving in your life, okay? And you just have to exercise. That's just about keeping the energy flow going. And your overall guidance, you have believe in yourself, so that's beautiful. So that says you receive permission to be true to who you are, is what I heard, okay? So don't worry about it, don't question yourself, and don't hold yourself back. And this says, see yourself doing well, and you will. So whatever situation you're dealing with, see yourself feeling happy, see yourself being happy, at peace, fulfilled, whatever it is that you want to feel, or whatever experience you want to have. See yourself having that experience, and more importantly, feel the way it would feel if you had that experience, okay? Feel the joy, feel the happiness, feel the love, feel the abundance of resources and support. And this says, don't hold yourself back. Be the King of Wands. The King of Wands is confident. The King of Wands is determined. The King of Wands gets things done. He does not question himself, okay? He has a vision and he follows through on that vision. He makes it happen. That's the King of Wands. There's no if in that sentence, you know? So that's the kind of person you need to be. So remember who you are, okay? You are a beautiful Leo, a very confident Leo, and a very capable Leo. So believe in yourself. No matter what you want to do, don't hold yourself back. Don't question yourself. And I'm hearing, stop trying to make everyone else happy and make yourself happy for a change, okay? Is what I'm picking up on for you this month. So, there you have it. That's your reading. I really hope that it makes sense and I hope that it helps. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for all your support, for subscribing, for watching my videos, liking them and sharing them, for commenting. Please do comment. Let me know how everything makes sense and how your month is going. For following me on Instagram, that's awesome. Just thank you, a big thank you, really. And like I say, I hope this helps you and that you have a good month, a healing month and successful month. And I will talk to you again soon. So take care.